Okay. All right. It's gonna be a demonstration for how to do your pre-test drawing for today. So trying out a new video in a different location. So I'm just trying to see if this works out fine. The table's a little bit shaky, but it's okay though. Okay, but instructions are pretty simple though. I want you to spend the class period to draw these hands. So I'm actually gonna give you guys 1 period to do this. So basically, it's just like a pretest to see like the skill level you have with drawing from observation, drawing from like a reference, looking at something. That's gonna be kind of like the core mechanics or things that we're going to do from projects from here on out. We're always going to have like some kind of like a reference image to look at. In this case, I gave you a Xerox copy of this hand drawing. More than likely though, other parts of the project though, it'll have you look up pictures online to draw from like a pictorial reference. So okay, so I'm just gonna look at the drawing and then just draw what I see. So just a few general rules in terms of the hand drawing. I don't want to see a like really small. Let me fix the lighting on this. Really small drawing of like the hands like this. So I'm just kind of like roughing out the shapes. But you don't want to draw the hands really small like this though. Alright, I don't want to see anything like this where it's like this small, okay? And you want to make sure to use the entire page, okay? So no small hands. I want you to actually draw them pretty big. So so I'm just gonna draw it though. I'm not really explain anything though. I want you guys to just use what's kind of best practices for you. I typically like to break things down into shapes to get the general shapes with like where things would go. So I got my general hand here. This is the sleeve, and like I said again, though stated before, just kind of draw like the way that you would typically draw it. Some people like to look at the lines, overall shapes, or some of y'all like really good just looking at and drawing too. But I typically like to look at the overall shapes, and then once I get the shape done, then I can kind of go into like a little bit more detail. So, and don't feel bad if you can't draw these hands. Hands are probably one of the most difficult things to draw. And that and I want to say like feet. Feet are pretty pretty hard to draw too. So don't feel bad though if you can't draw hands. I feel like drawing hands though is kind of like the ultimate test. In your skill as an artist, because if you can draw hands, you can draw literally anything. I'm just trying to get the lines, the shapes, forms down, and I'm not really too worried about copying this drawing. I'm just just drawing what I'm seeing. So that's kind of like one important thing you have to just kind of keep in mind of is, we're not really drawing to copy. We're just drawing to help us observe with what we see. Because, you don't want to be like the greatest copier. You want to be like the greatest artist. You want to have your own artistic feel, touch to the artwork. If we wanted to copy this, then, nothing will ever beat the actual photo in itself. So just kind of laying these shapes down and getting a feel for like where things fall in the drawing. So, and then once you got like a feel for where things are, then you can kind of go into more detail. So I'm drawing this like nail here, the hand, some wrinkles on the hands. And again, you can go in any order though. I just want to see what you guys know. So mainly thing I'm going to be grading y'all on for this assignment is just participation. I want to see that you've attempted a drawing, that you've tried your best, and then if you have some time, I want you to do some shading with the hands too. Okay, so I can spend a little bit more time on like the drawing of the hand itself. I'm just kind of drawing what I see, so I'm going like back and forth in the picture. Okay. Well, you know, once you've kind of like drawn the hand further, like I haven't really drew too much of it. And oops, keep using my zoom for the contrast. You know, you can start shading too. So we started shading on the last project. Definitely shading will be a foundation for this project and any other project that requires like black and white. So yeah, this is a really weird line. This table that has it's got like a scratch on it. So just be mindful of your surfaces. You guys got some pretty rough tables to do your drawings on. If you have like a book or something to draw on top of, it's usually better that way. Okay, but you can draw, add the details. You have like the entire class periods to draw and render the hands. Some people like to kind of just render like details of things. Like if I just want to work on this finger, I definitely wouldn't spend the whole period on the finger though. But in terms of like finishing your piece, just make use of your time. I'm not going to really grade you guys on the drawing skills. I just want to see what you're capable of doing with the set amount of time that I've given you for the drawing. Alright. Okay, this is kind of like what you want to do. You're just going to work on, finish the hand drawing, and then, I'll work on the drawing first, and then if you have time, you can do shading at the end. I mainly look at like the drawing skills, but if you have time, do shading for it.